Hi everyone, today I have a another Temu haul. This is a Crafty Temu haul. That's usually what I like to get on Temu, is like the crafty stuff. So I'm gonna show you what I got and how I'm gonna use it. I still have parts of this order that haven't arrived yet, so I'll probably just cut it at the end and then attach the videos together. But yeah, I'm gonna get started, show you the things that I got. So first I got one of these display books. For some of my coloring books that I've printed the PDFs of, I like to put more, 3D stickers and embellishments and stuff. And for those, I like to put them in these display books. That way, if it so happens that one of the pieces fall off, it just falls into the pocket. So I got this one, but then I saw that they had a great deal on like the pink one or something for 76 cents. So I got a bunch of those to have in my stash, because that is the cheapest I have seen them, is 76 cents. But yeah, I got this one first. Then I got this sprayer. It's like an atomizer sprayer for water. So I'm going to put some water in there and see how it sprays. Okay, so I went and filled this up with water. I'll label these at the end of the video so I can remember what's in there. So, okay, pretty nice. So that does like a very fine mist. So I think that would be cool to use with distressings especially. So I got that little sprayer. I'll just keep water in there. And since I went to the sink, I filled up the other stuff I wanted to put water in. So I got this little like pump bottle. A lot of these things were inspired by Coloring Bliss. I'll link her video down below. I saw some of the things she got for coloring and I thought it was a good idea, so I got some of those as well. So for this one, she used it, I think, for her brushes. So you just pump. Oh, that makes a weird sound. There we go. So then it puts a little bit of water there and you can just put your brush right there. So I thought that was a good idea. So I got that as well. And again, since I was at the sink, I filled this one with water as well. So this was a 2-pack. I'm going to put this one away because this one's pretty big. But it came with a smaller one and a big one. And I just filled this one halfway. And this is to fill my water brushes. So let me grab a water brush to show you how it would work. Okay, so like here's one of my water brushes that's empty. And I can just put it there and squeeze. Okay, so that's really cool. So I can keep that near my desk and have water ready. So those are the, I guess, water containers that I got. And then I got the glass ones she showed as well. So I got this one to store the isopropyl alcohol. And these are the glass ones. So it's a small glass bottle with, I guess, a stainless steel straw right there. And then it has the little... So let me fill these up and show you how they work. Okay, so I decided to take out my label maker and label these now while I still know what's in there. So I'm going to put the alcohol in here. I have the 91% one, and this is just from Walmart. And I'm going to put some in here. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, and then let's see. There we go. It's on the top. Let me see if I can use something. Here, I'll just use this. There it is. So you can put your little blending stumps in there and use them, or even just cotton swabs or whatever you want to use. So there's the alcohol one. And I've printed out my water ones as well, because I know they're water now, but since they're all clear, they're hard to tell which one's which. So I put water in this one. The plastic ones were cheaper, so I got that. I got the plastic one for the water, and then I got the glass ones for the alcohol and the Gamsol. So let me get my Gamsol out. Okay, I have my Gamsol out. Ooh, almost overfilled it. Okay, I think that's good. So, oh. Okay, so let me check it. There it is. And I got the Gamsol up there. Very cool. Let's just soak that up. So yeah, I think that'll be easier to use my different, I don't know, different mediums or solvents to color with. Here, let me make sure I close that correctly. Okay, so I got those bottles. So now I got them ready. I got water, alcohol, Gamsol, and then both of these are water. Okay, next I got these little spray nozzles. I got these to replace some of these Distress Oxide or Distress mica stain sprayers, because sometimes they get really clogged, and even if you wash them, they still leak out of the sides. So I had temporarily put that white one on there. So let's see if they work. So this was a lot cheaper than the brand name one. The brand name one ranges from, it's a 2-pack, and it ranges from like $3.50 to up to $8 for a pack. So let's see. Oh no, I hope this isn't too small. It is too small. Let me check. Let me check. Yes, I got it too small. That was my bad. So this will probably work for like distress spritz. So boo, that was a fail. That was totally my fault. So yeah, that will not work on there. All right, next thing. Okay, next I got this pack of stencils for my journals. So and it came with several of them that you can use for planning. So there's all the different ones. So this one has both of them, so you can make your own monthly spread in like a bullet journal. Yeah, I brought a ton of stencils. That was less than $5. And then the last thing I got were some more pet tapes. So these are usually the ones I use the most, are these grassy ones. And I've run out of several of them, so I purchased some more. Let me open them up and show you. Okay, so I got this one individually. This is just a grass border. And then these came in a 6-pack. So it's different florals and greenery. Here's the other one. And lastly, this one. So I will put the next part of this haul in with at the end of this one when it gets to me. Okay, so I got the rest of my Temu haul, so I'm gonna attach it to the other one. I got these 2 pet tapes. I thought these were pretty unique. They look like, you know, those old games, like the original Zelda and stuff like that. So I got that one and this one. They came in a 2-pack. Then I got these little embellishments. They are pretty small, but that's good for like coloring sheets and stuff. So it has the bees, a little honey pot, and those little white flowers. And then these tiny animals, again, very small, like smaller than my fingernail. So there's just a bunch of different ones, like a little tiger, monkey, rabbit, horse, dragon, there's a sheep. So just an array of different animals in there. A puppy. There's a mouse. So I got the 53-pack. There was like a 20-pack, a 50-pack, and then I think there was like 100 or something. But I figured 50 is plenty. And then the rest are those sticker scenes. So I've been loving making those. I've been putting them in this little sketchbook. I got this idea from Happy Catastrophe here on YouTube. So I have the next one I want to make here in the front cover. This is a little sketchbook that I got at Walmart. It was like $3.50 or something. And it has this pocket here. So I stuck the next one I want to make. And then I've just been gluing down the ones I've made so far. So I got some more, and I think I'm going to be good at least for the rest of the year. I got this big one. It's I think it's called Victorian House. And for some reason they sent me double of one sheet, so I looked at it. It says 2 pet stickers, and it probably just says 1 of the bases. But I was so confused because when I opened it, it has 2 of the same. So I'm pretty sure that was just like an error where they stuck in an extra one, because it should just have 2 of these. So and then this is a pretty cool one because it flips open like that. And I like how these have a little border where you can see where to put the sticker, like the base stickers, so it makes it a little bit easier to figure out where to put those. Then I got this one. this is a Christmas and Halloween themed one. And this one's similar to that first one I got, where it has a little seed on the top that you can use as a guide. And these are pretty good size stickers. And I counted, and it has 6 Christmas and 4 Halloween ones. And then there's just more stickers. And then here's the scenes. These are not popped out though, so if you want, you would have to cut them out. Next is this one. This one came in a box, and it's 20 different scenes. And it came with this like poster, and I'll probably just cut these out. That way when I'm making it, I can just have the scene I'm working on. But here's the poster. And I'm not sure why I brought this one in here. It's like zooming in on certain aspects. I'll probably have to translate it and try to figure out why it has this in here. And then here's the stickers. So it has like the number of the sheet. So the actual sticker scene doesn't have any numbers on it. So I just had to look at the poster and figure out which one it was, and then grab the stickers that went with it. So these are the 2 that went with that one. So here's all the stickers. And then the scenes are in here. Which I don't like it. I don't like this storage system the best because it like folds up those little scenes. So I'll probably just stick that in a Ziploc bag. Then I got these. These were a 4-pack. So there's this one. This treehouse one. This one. And this one. So it's just the scene and then the stickers. And then the last 2 I got were pretty small. I didn't realize these were smaller than the other ones. So these 2, let me compare them to like the one I got originally. So this was the original one I got. And then these are like pretty much half the size. So here's this one. It has 10 scenes, little booklet. And then it has the scenes up front. And then here's the stickers. So this just has the number. And in the back is the scene. Again, it's not punched out, and it's a little bit smaller than the other one. And finally, I got this one. So this one again has the scenes in the front, but it using up a whole page, which is nice because it's easier to see the little details. And there's stickers. And here's the scenes. Again, these were not punched out. So yeah, so that is my full Temu order. Thanks for watching. Bye.